And I think we can talk about physical objects and so on, but I think the thing we realize is we kind of exist in a slice of all the possible computational irreducibility in the universe. We exist in a slice where there's a reasonable amount of predictability. And in a sense, as we try and construct these kind of higher levels of abstraction, symbolic representations and so on, what we're doing is we're finding these lumps of reducibility that we can kind of attach ourselves to and about which we can kind of have fairly simple narrative things to say. Because in principle, I say, what's going to happen in the next few seconds? There are these molecules moving around in the air in this room, and oh gosh, it's an incredibly complicated story, and that's a whole computationally reducible thing, most of which I don't care about, and most of it is, the air's still going to be here and nothing much is going to be different about it. And that's a kind of reducible fact about what is ultimately, at an underlying level, a computationally irreducible process.
And life would not be possible if we didn't have a large number of such reducible pockets.
Yes.
Pockets amenable to reduction into something symbolic.
Yes, I think so. I mean, life in the way that we experience it, that, one might, depending on what we mean by life, so to speak, the experience that we have of sort of consistent things happening in the world, the idea of space, for example, where there's, you just say, you're here, you move there. It's kind of the same thing. It's still you in that different place, even though you're made of different atoms of space. This is this idea that it's that there's sort of this level of predictability of what's going on. That's us finding a slice of reducibility in what is underneath this computationally irreducible kind of system. And I think that's sort of the thing which is actually my favorite discovery of the last few years is the realization that it is sort of the intersection between this sort of underlying computational irreducibility and our nature as kind of observers who sort of